Oh, son of a bleep. Just dumped coffee on myself. But that's okay. So I get asked, what do I do in a day? So I've been up for 4 hours. I've done 2 loads of laundry. I've cleaned my kitchen twice. I cleaned my bathroom. I took a shower. I went and picked up my son's girlfriend from school. Brought her back home. Fed the ducks, fed the chickens, cleaned the duck cage. 4th cup of coffee. I did have a bowl of Cheerios. Move. Now I'm putting magnets in our nice dangerous mailbox. So let me put my coffee down. Now I'm videotaping it, so if I get killed, you'll see the car that did it. I live along a highway, a very busy highway, and my mailbox is about 2 feet from that highway. So I have to time this perfectly. For every reflector I put on this thing, I have to watch for cars because my mailbox has already been taken out once by the snowplow. And we found it about right next to the fence, which is about 10 feet off the road. You see what I'm saying? It's 55 on this highway. And that's the speed limit. Do you think anybody does that speed limit? No. So I've got my magnets. Oh, no, not magnets. Reflectors and reflectors. Because I am night blind and trying to find this driveway at 6:30 in the morning when I'm on my way home from work is dang near impossible. I used to have a hammer in my pocket. Oh, I still do. Hey, hammer. All right, let's get this party started. Now the fun begins. So I came out here Monday? No. Today's Tuesday. It was busy yesterday. When was it? Sunday? Sunday. And I cleaned the barn. Well, oh, excuse me. Hang on. Okay. This area here was horrifically cluttered with storage stuff that we had brought from our old house and just had nowhere to put it. I'd only got here from our old shop. So I cleaned this out, which will be my tack room. I need to find a way to kind of close this in so the goats don't decide to have a heyday in there. Anyway, that'll be my tack room, feed room. This is my, I guess you could say, storage room. We have bikes in here. My bike that I probably haven't ridden in 3 years. Oh, stuff. Lots of stuff. Lots of camping stuff. Lots of stuff. And then my other stalls. I have 1, 2, 3 stalls. Storage for hay, whatnot. A big ladder. These are my stalls. Sorry, it's very dark in here. There's no lights in here, just what comes in from the sun. Anywho, these will be the stalls for the horses, which I am attempting to get these disgusting mats out of here today. I am not sure if I'm going to reuse them or if I'm going to just buy new ones. But anyway, I need to disinfect all the stalls because I don't know what they had in here before. I don't know if any of the animals were quarantined. But my goats and my horses will be going in here at night. We have coyotes, elk. Nothing's really going to hurt the horses because horses are pretty large animals to begin with, but I'm not taking any chances. And it just makes me feel better to know that they will be indoors at night in a safe location. That is my goal for today, is to get these flipping mats out of here so I can get started on the party. Let's get this party started. So I'm just hanging out in the barn today. I was trying to pull up the mats. Couldn't get it done. Too flippin' heavy. I have wet, muddy dogs surrounding me. I have nothing to do. At least nothing that I can do alone. I can't get the mats out, which means I can't dig. The 1 to 2 inches down I need to get so I can put new pea gravel down, so I can put new mats down, so then I can put bedding down. I need to clean out the greenhouse, but the ducks are in there, and they're a pain in the butt. they'll go through the electric fence and fry themselves. I should start working on my garden. I just don't have time today. Or I have time, I just don't want to. I was busy yesterday, so I didn't get anything done. Let me tell you the few things I've learned so far on this journey into homesteading. Everybody says you're coming out here to live a simpler life. There is nothing simple about this. I knew that going into this. I knew that living on a farm, having animals, having property was not going to be simple. There is nothing simple about the simple life. Don't be fooled. It's simpler because you have less people to deal with. There's less restrictions. You can do what you want, basically. I can have a fire, a huge fire in my backyard, and nobody can say the wiser. Unless there's a burn ban. It is quieter, I will tell you that. So the pros are, it's quieter, there's less people. I like my drive to work even though it takes me an hour to get there now. But I don't care because it's an hour of peaceful driving. To where it used to take me 8 minutes, and by the time I left my house, I was already at work. I didn't have time to prepare myself mentally that, oh God, I have to go to work. So I don't have to sit in the parking lot now and go, you can do this, you gotta get out of your car. You have to unbuckle your seatbelt and get out of your car. Now it's like I get there, I'm like, okay, let's do this. Life is simpler in that regard. As for a regard of having 6 people in my house, it's not simpler. You're dealing with 6 attitudes, 6 different sets of how things should be done, 6 different sets of cleanliness, 6 different sets of behaviors, 6 different sets of my way is the only way. But it's all of our house because we all share it, and we all are making the same goal, is to live out here and have a better life. Not necessarily simpler, but a better life. I want to be able to rely on ourselves more than I rely on the grocery store. I want to raise our own animals. I want to know what I'm feeding them, what's going into them, how they're being raised, how they're being killed, and then I can prepare them. These are things that I want for me and my family, or just for me and my husband. Whoever chooses to live here with us, this is the lifestyle that they've got to accept. So I will raise them so that I can eat them. And for the people who don't agree with that, that's fine. You don't have to live on this farm with me. You don't have to raise your own food. I'm going to. But like I said, there's nothing simple about this life, so don't be fooled. It's harder. I get up, and I'm feeding my dogs, I'm feeding my chickens, I'm feeding my ducks, I'm letting my ducks out, I'm making sure they have water, I'm making sure my dogs have food and water, my chickens have food and water. I have to go out and make sure that all the gates are closed, that whoever left this morning closed the gate, so if the dogs do get out, the dogs don't get out onto the freeway or the highway. It's non-stop. My house is full of carpet, and I live on a very wet farmland, and nobody takes off their shoes. So therefore it drives my OCD crazy. And then I have muddy dogs. One who used to be white, who is sitting here currently, black. So this is dinner. I love a crock pot. People, you throw it in, you walk away. 6 hours later, your dinner's done. Simple. This is, in all its glory here, ow, it's hot, hot lid, is ham and taters. I'm gonna throw some veggies in it later. A little runny right now. I have to add some more thickening stuff to it. But it's literally cream chicken, cream cheese, some cumin, some coriander, some thyme, some basil, Yukon Gold potatoes, some local farm ham. What else did I put in there? I think that's about it, salt and pepper, blah, blah, blah. It's been cooking on high for, since about noon. That will be our dinner tonight. Love it. The beasts. Butt sniffers. Butt sniffers! What are you doing? Squealy. Bear. So, that's my vlog. That's about it. Haven't done much today. Been tired. I think I'm fighting off my husband's cold that he's had the last 4 days. Other than that, been a on and off rainy day. We had a little bit of snow, then it hailed, then it rained. Then the sun came out, and then it started to hail again. So, we haven't done much today. I tried to start a fire out in the backyard, in the pasture, to one of the slash piles, but it's too wet. That was about it. So that's my day.